Alright guys, so when you are ready to solo out, when you've been with your mentor for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long it takes, once you feel that you're ready, once your mentor feels that you are ready, you will request a solo out. It's basically a test day. So you kind of get all the information that you learn when you're with your mentor and put it to the test in a solo out day to see if you pass or fail to get your own truck and go out by yourself. So the reason I'm doing this video is don't think of it, I'm giving you the answers, I'm just giving you the questions. I'm doing what your mentor should be doing anyways, right? This is what I'm doing for all my ELDs. They know exactly what to expect come test day, right? So there's going to be a couple of things that you are going to be tested on. First one being maps. So we're going to have our maps here. You're not, it's a little beat up. But you are going to have to know, what your bridge law is. The first thing you're going to do is you're actually going to be tracing out a routing. So you'll get your routing, which is going to be all the major highways or whatever, for a load. So you're just going to be basically just tracing that out on a US map. Pretty easy, pretty simple, right? Just basically tracing out the numbers. After that, you're going to be doing a trip planning exercise. So basically you're going to load from, I don't know, California to Florida or whatever, right? So you're going to have to figure out how many miles it's going to be. What's your ETA going to be, what's your PTA going to be, what's going to be your hours available. So for example, if it's going to take 2,100 miles, we run 500 miles a day at 50 miles an hour. So if it takes 2,100 miles, it'll take 4 full days, so that'll be 2,000 miles. That last day will be 100 miles, so it'll be 4 days, 2 hours. So if you start at 6 a.m., your ETA will be 8 a.m. and our PTA, we always want to give 2 hours. So, and that's just for them to unload us. Some places take more, some people will take less, but always just give 2 hours for your PTA, and then your hours available. So your hours available is always going to be the lowest number. That's not your 8-hour clock. So your 11, 14, and 70, 90% of the time it's going to be your 11-hour clock. So go off of your 11-hour clock when you are setting your ETAs, PTAs. So that's the first thing you're going to do when you are going to solo out. You're going to do this map exercise, trace it out over the map, do a trip planning exercise, and there's going to be a Q&A section. So Q&A, your mentor should have all of these questions that they should be harassing you with and asking you throughout your guys' time together. What you're going to be looking for is, just know your hours of service, right? Your 8-hour, 11-hour, 14-hour, 70-hour clocks. Know what personal conveyance is. A lot of people think that it's, drop your trailer, go to Walmart. It's not. It can only be used in 2 scenarios. When you're out of hours at a shipper or receiver, they won't let you park there. Or if you get asked to move by law enforcement. So know what personal conveyance is. Know your hours of service. Know recaps. Know how to use your Qualcomm, load tabs. All these things. There's 3 lights on the Qualcomm: red, amber, and green. Know what they mean.
Out of notification, when you see that red light go off, that means it's a critical event in the ETA.
Know what a pre-plan is. Page 7 of your blue book, the life of the load, is probably going to be the most important thing you're going to have to know when you are by yourself and you are actually out there doing this stuff by your own. So these are all the kind of classwork things that you got to do. So Atlas, trip planning exercise, and know these questions, guys. Actually put the time in and study them, because it's not just for the company to just quiz you for no reason. These are things that you actually have to know when you're out there doing your job, right? So definitely get with your mentor if he doesn't have those for you. If not, feel free to message me anytime on Facebook, facebook.com/WarfieldElite. YouTube is Warfield Elite, Instagram is Warfield Elite, Twitter is Warfield Elite. Just type in Warfield Elite somewhere, you'll probably find me. Shoot me a message, give me a call, and I'll definitely help you out there as well. So feel free anytime to hit me up. So now we're gonna actually go downstairs and do the hands-on stuff. So I actually recorded this from a previous solo out. Hopefully you guys enjoy. This is gonna be how it's gonna be. So you're gonna have your Atlas stuff, a trip planning exercise. You're gonna do questions. You're gonna have to throw on a chain or a cable. Probably gonna be a cable. That's what we use mostly. Then you're gonna have to do go through our course, which is just doing the horseshoe, doing a little back exercise. And then you're gonna have to go over the road, do like a little road test as well. Pretty much the same thing you probably did in orientation, wherever you went to orientation at. Then you have to do a tight back. So you have to do a 45 or a 90 with the pretend wall in the middle. So these are the things to expect. So I made a little video recording us actually doing this. So hopefully you guys enjoy. This is what to expect for a solo out. Let's go.
Here's what happens, guys, when you go over 15 miles an hour, these super single tires are kind of like drag tires. So when the drag tire goes burn out, the tire goes like that. These shoes do the same thing.
Also, be careful for people that are just wandering around while you're trying to solo out. So when coming out of the horseshoe, you're going to be making a left in between two cones, which is going to kind of represent a gate. So you're going to go left in between those two cones and straight back it in to hole number 2. So this is going to be a complete straight back. So this is where your 5 master keys to backing is going to come into play. It's going to be spot it, see it, drive it. Do not cross the threshold without being able to see out both of your mirrors. And when exiting, do not turn until your tandem tires clear the threshold. This is only good for straight backs. And of course, it is not mentioned in the master keys of backing, but please make sure that you are getting out and looking, walking around the entire rig, and if you do have a spotter, please use one as well. So when backing into the hole, this is going to be your threshold. You do not want to cross this threshold until you get out and look at it. So your threshold is this point, imaginary point in between 2 objects you could potentially hit. Get out and look. Alright, you'll back it in all the way in without hitting the last tires or cones in the back. Next step, we'll be adding a cone in front of you. So now the point of this cone is for you to dodge it while still maintaining your straight back. So you're maintaining your straight back while dodging an object, and this cone is representing that object. So you're going to have to go around it, get straight again through the gate, and then as you're coming back, you have to avoid it again by going around it, and then straight backing right back into hole number 2. Remember that this test is not timed at all, so feel free to take your time. You are not rushed. Get out and look as many times as you can. They honestly prefer it if you get out and look and you're super safe, instead of just trying to whip it in there thinking that you're a super trucker with 1 week of experience, right? So show that you are going to be a safe driver out there by yourself by getting out and looking. There is no judgment. Everyone here is a new driver anyways. So once you start thinking that you are a super trucker, you can whip it in there. That's when it starts getting dangerous. So please take full advantage of your get out and looks. Walk around the entire rig. And take your time. Once again, we're hitting the threshold. So you have to get out and look again. And then back it all the way in. Just take your time when backing, get out and look, use as much time as you want, and you guys will pass. So much love, God bless you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.